Hey. Hello, my beautiful people. Hello. Thank you for chiming on in. Thank you for chiming on in this morning. I hope you can hear me good. I have only like 5 minutes, but it was in my spirit to get this out. So for those that will be joining the replay, because I'm sure you'll be at oh no. So it has been disconnected. So some of you guys will be, that's probably at work right now. But thank you all for joining on in. I wanted to come in today to speak on, are you in an environment? Hello, Chantrell. Hey, beautiful. How you doing? How you doing, gorgeous? Hello, Kim. Let me get to the point because I got 5 minutes. Let me get to the point, you guys. Are you in an environment that will allow you to grow? You know, one thing I'm noticing is that the perpetual cycle that a lot of us face is that we're not in an environment that we're able to grow. One thing that I would tell anybody, you know, I am single, no kids, no husband. I have had a lot of time and opportunity from having time by myself that most people are not allowed it because they have other responsibilities. So I want you to take that in mind. But one thing when I'm working with my clients that are mothers and wives and are at a point where they feel like they've lost themselves or they don't know how to move forward, or they're feeling like they're stuck and they're so frustrated in their spirit because they don't know how to get it out. They know it's more, but they don't know what they need to do to move forward in their lives. And one thing I would say is, are you in an environment that will allow you to even grow? What are your connections? Who are the people you're connected to? One thing that has allowed me to be able to get clear is I set up meetings with myself. So I set up bona fide meetings that I am accountable for my time, that I go to places. I don't care if it is a lunch or a dinner date with myself. Have you put yourself first in a way that allows you to deal with your most inner thoughts? What have you done for yourself lately? You know, self-love is so important during our journey. If we don't take the time to fill ourselves up, because nobody is responsible for your well-being and how you feel about yourself. I don't care if you're married. If you don't know how to make yourself happy, nobody else is responsible for that for you. You are your innermost biggest priority. And if you don't put yourself first, who else will? So I would advise anybody that is at a place where they're like, I don't know who I am anymore. I got so much responsibility. I'm always tired. Well, make yourself a priority. Put yourself first. Take meetings that are just for you weekly. I give you an assignment. I'm going to give you an assignment as if I was to do with my clients. What is one thing that you can work on this week alone that is giving back to yourself? I would also advise you to work on your credit. If you don't have, I've been blessed to have amazing credit. So it has allowed me to be able to benefit in a lot of ways that most have not been able to benefit from. Do you have the necessary capital available to be able to do what you need to do in your life? Because that's another level of frustration. Also, are you placing yourself, because I need to get serious, are you placing yourself in an environment that allows you to really deal with your truths? What are your truths? What are your truths? You see me out here walking. I exercise every day now because I need it. Not because I want it, I need it. For my journey, it requires a level of discipline within myself and self-care that I have to, in order for me to give, I have to make sure I fill myself up with all the necessary things that I need for my journey. Are you doing the same? Are you taking care of your vessel? Are you feeding yourself with positive affirmations, positive thoughts? Are the people that you're connected to, are they affirming? Are they pushing you? Hello, Trey. Are they pushing you to be your better self? Are you in an environment to grow? That's what I want to know. And a lot of that is, you know, if you had to take off 6 months in your life, have you placed yourself in a situation where you are able to do that? We can't focus on healing when we don't have any money. And that's why I focus so much on, listen here, let's monetize your gifts. What are you good at? What are you good at? What are you good at? Because the world needs all that you're good at. Hello, Val. Blessings to you. Hello, Trey Marie. What are you good at? Have you created a system behind it so that you can create multiple streams of income doing what you love to do? They come to you for it anyways. So hello Dion, blessings to you, beautiful. Let's be able to create systems that are in place with our gifts that we already have, that will create streams of income to give us the cushion that we need to be able to address ourselves. If we don't take care of ourselves with self-love, self-care, if we're not making sure that we have ample opportunity to provide ourselves with productive streams to be able to allow us to even deal with ourselves. How's your credit looking? What do you have a side hustle? I believe everybody needs a side hustle. It's a win-win. But are you maxing out all of your gifts that God has already given you? You guys see me do this a lot. What's in your hands? You know, so many times we look outside and God says, what's in your hand? Have you done good and well with what I've already given you? Have you? Have you done well with the gifts that I've already given you? Have you maxed those out? Have you cultivated them? Have you taken out quiet time with just me? God says, have you taken out quiet time with just me? We can't grow as a person if we have not done self-care, if we have not worked on the things that we already have access to. That's right. That's right. Work on that credit, because it's nothing like business capital. So many times sorry, the train is coming by, but so many times us as entrepreneurs have to go out of our own pockets, and your business stays so stuck because you can't even maximize the opportunities when they come, because you got to pay your bills first. Hello, Val. You have to pay your bills first. But I want you to cultivate your environment so that it would allow you to grow as a person. Work on your means and streams of income. Work on making accountable time for yourself to get clear with your goals. Because so many times we have goals, but you're not executing them. You don't have the plan of actions in place to make them happen. Have you researched what you need? You know, put it on paper. Putting your goals on paper allows you to have a level of clarity that just keeping it in your mind, all it does is confuses your spirit, because it just builds up and builds up. It's in your head, but it has to come forth. You have to take it from here and you have to bring it forth. Bring it from up here in your mind and take it and bring it forth. Hello, Kimberly. We are in a season that it is so major that you heal, that you grow, that you place yourself in an environment to do those things. Because if I'm living check to check, I can't do that, because I'm trying to figure out how I need to pay my bills every week. If I don't make no time for myself. The kids, all they do, they got practice, they got school, they got homework. If I got a husband, then I got to make sure I'm cooking for him. Do I have any errands I got to run from him? When is the time that you have? Because life is about self-fulfillment. If you're not putting yourself as a priority, no one else will. They will fill up your calendar, trust me. They will fill up your calendar, and your spirit will continuously build and build and build with frustration, because you feel overlooked. You feel undervalued, and people only respond to you in the way that you respond to yourself. So if you're not putting yourself as a priority, they're not going to either. So place yourself in a position to be able to grow. Please do that. If it has to be you changing your environment from where you live, everywhere I live, it has to be beautiful, because I'm a creative. And when you're a creative, hello Marissa, blessings to you, beautiful. When you are a creative, you need to be in an environment that feeds your creativity. So beautiful things, beautiful atmosphere, happy people, they allow me to be my best creative self. They give me, because you know, it's all about our environments. Energy and emotions come together from your movement in the energy. So let's say motion, that's movement. God is about movement. And then your energy is the E part of emotions. So if we're living our lives and your emotions are feeding you, if it's not feeding you with the right fuel, because you're not in the right environment to even be able to move forward, emotions, you are not going to feel fulfilled at the end of the day. Place yourself in an environment to grow. Blessings, darling. Place yourself in an environment that will allow you to grow for whatever that is in your life. For me, it's beautiful things, beautiful people that are so organic from the inside, beautiful atmospheres, nice ambiance. That works for me. I don't know. You define what works for you, but I would advise you to do that. Most people that I talk to, they neglect to take the time for themselves. They don't put themselves first. And if you look back in your life, everybody that the people said was selfish, those people normally don't require validation. Think about it. All the women and men that people have always said was selfish, it's seasons. And one thing that gives me a level of rest in my spirit is the Bible even tells us that it's a time and a season for everything. It's a time and a season that you have to put yourself first because it's required. And I want you all to do that. Work on your credit, maximize your streams, which are located in your gifting, create systems to offer them to the masses, focus on your energy, put yourself first for a change. That's right. That means that when somebody else asks you, girl, you want to go here and there, you tell them, no, I got a meeting. And that meeting is with you. When the family has functions and you know you're feeling low, do not go to the function because you are going to what? They're going to say what? Oh my God, why she acting like that when you knew you was low before you got there? So now you even lower after you leave. Let's be responsible with our time. Life is about self-fulfillment. It's okay to be a little selfish. It's okay. You deserve it. You have all the certifications. You have all those. Hello, Aisha. You have every last one of those that you've given out all of yourself. And now it's time for you to replenish your being. Do that for you. This is your season. This is your time. I want you to focus on you. Place yourself as priority and give yourself the ability to grow. So let's focus. Let's give ourselves cushion. Because one thing I want to tell you is when I was going through my worst moment, I became my best self. That was my goal. When I had to learn how to stretch $20 for the week, and I had to figure out if I was going to go to Wendy's and get two $2.12 and stretch that out every day. If I was going to get a salad, hello Val, if I was going to get a salad, whew, Jesus. If I was going to get a salad or not, I had to figure out how to be happy in those moments where from the outside it looked so low. From the outside it looked as though I wasn't making it. But when I tell you I learned how to be happy with the least of it all, so when God blessed me back, because he's going to the word. When he blesses you back with it all, because he's going to give it all back to you. If you know how to make $1, you will never lose that ability. You will know how to make it again. Trust me. That's why it's all a part of us going through that process. If you know exactly how to create $1, you know how to create $1 million. You just have to do the work and figure out the systems to do it. That's all. Let's place ourselves in an environment that we can focus on our healing and we can grow. Because if I have no money, it's hard for me to focus on me resting my mind if all I'm worried about is paying my bills every 5 minutes. If I have allowed myself to be last on a totem pole, I told a young lady the other day, this is called self-inflicted torture. You causing this at this point. Just because you want to hear thank you every 5 minutes, and you on low every time somebody talk to you, girl, I'm doing fine. I'm making it, I'm just a little tired. How long you gonna keep on doing that to yourself? How long are you gonna keep on giving out of an empty cup? That's why you in the negative. What does it take for you to put yourself first? What does it take? Please let me know. What does it take to start putting yourself as a priority? Because the only way you can become your best self is if you are internally fed. And so many are not putting themselves first. Do you even know what you need? That's what we need to be figuring out. What is needed right now in your life? What are you missing? Do you know the steps to be able to get that done? Hello, Erica. Do you know the steps that's needed to get that done? Are you at a point that you are so clear on what makes you happy so that when you have a bad day, you know exactly what you need to do to shift it? Do you know those things? That's your responsibility. That's nobody else's responsibility. That's why we see so many people getting married and so many people getting with others when they were empty from the get-go. That's why I don't look at other people divorce rates and all this, because those people were messed up from day one. Alicia, you're joining in with this person's stuff. They were on 20%. You coming in with your 20%. Now everybody over here confused, angry, misguided emotions, when all you had to do was focus on loving yourself first. If you are single, please focus on healing yourself so that you don't just meet another person dealing with the same stuff with another. It's the same stuff you're gonna be dealing with another name. And then we find all these reasons to say, why is this person and that person, when the root of the cause is me. I had to look at myself. Why you keep meeting the same frustrations with another name? That I need to deal with my stuff. That's what the bottom line is. It's okay to be selfish. That's right. That's right. The world has told you that it's not okay, and that's why people are continuously suffering. And that's what I put on Facebook today. Suffering is optional. You don't have to suffer. You are choosing to suffer. You are choosing to continuously deplete yourself. You are choosing not to deal with your truth. You are choosing not to put yourself at a place that you are able to be your most optimal self. You are choosing to let others run over you. You are choosing to not be valued. You see all these, you are choosing. We got to look at what are we creating in our lives over and over again, because let me give you just a heads up. What you are not willing to face, the next generation will have to face. So let's deal with our stuff, because so many generations before us, what they did was they were willing to take it to the grave. Well, it's one thing to be selfish and it's another thing to be stingy, but most of the time, let's look around. Some people need to be stingy and selfish because that's why you never got nothing, because you're giving away what you don't have to give. That's the whole point of it. It's not selfish if I don't really have it to give. It's not really selfish if this is going to put me in a predicament where I am now needing because I gave to you. That's not being selfish. That's called being responsible with your resources, of your energy, your time, your money, all of that. That's called being responsible. Let's look at it. It's all about perspective. Are you being responsible with your being? That's a personal thing. So many people have, you being selfish. No, because I won't help you because you're not willing to help yourself. That's me being selfish. You want me to give my last, but you're not willing to even make your last. That's being selfish. That's being stingy. Well, if any of those people call any of that anything, well, I can care less. God bless you. Because I can't give you what you're not willing to give yourself. Let's focus on that. Have these people even tried on their own? Most of them have not. They have not. So you're giving out of an empty cup instead of being at a deficit year after year, day after day, frustration after frustration, because you're not willing to put yourself first. And it's okay, because it's a new day. This is month number 8, August. This is our season to put ourselves new beginnings, because God is about to bless our lives if we are responsible with the timing that He has. It's our season, I'm telling you, if you allow it to be. But sometimes, listen, if the routes you've been taking and the methods of living that you've been taking have gotten you at a place where you're continuously disgusted and busted, and you're continuously at a point in your life where you're not happy with what you're receiving, that's up to you. That's your fault. I know it's hard having hard conversations, but if I'm continuously at a point where I am not happy, that's my fault. I have to take control of what's happening in my life. You guys, this is our season. I want you to put yourselves first, which will allow you the opportunity to grow and to be your best self, to live your best life in this season, because God is allowing you to. God bless you all. Thank you for joining on in. For those that are watching now that have not caught it this morning, this is the replay. Blessings to you. Share this video on out. Once again, I'm Nakia Fox from Nakia Fox & Company, better known as the transformation place. God bless you all. Toot, 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 toot.